Hello, hello. Oh. Okay. Why am I echoey? Okay, hold on. This one? No. Okay, how about this one? Okay, that should be fine. I think we're good to go. Maybe. Maybe. Wah. Hello, everybody. I heard a fish cannon, so we got those confirmed working. Head pats, I think I heard those earlier. I think they're working. Hello. Boo! Did I get you? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hello. It me. Isla. Hello. That's not. Listen. A deluxe whack is not a head pat. That's not a head pat. Anyway, hello everybody. It's Monday number 2. So that's exciting. It's Tuesday, isn't it? And me. Hello. Yeah. Okay. I am very prepared for Strem today. Listen.
What's this? Stare.
Listen, I totally was not listening to an audiobook, and I was not late because it was really exciting, and I had to know what was happening and if my characters were gonna live, and yeah. So I'm definitely not late because I was very enthralled by a story. Yes. Did they live? Yes, they did.
Lies.
Yes, that is a lie. I was absolutely enthralled by a story, and I was late because I had to make sure that my characters lived, and they did. So, yay! What book? This is The Mark of the Fool, Book 8. It's listen. If you like fantastic characters, you like cool magics, you like just fascinating world building, ha-cha-cha. It's got romance, it's got magic battles, it's got a heckin' goat, and ow. Listen, it's real good. It's a real good series. It's very good. So anyway, there's that. I need to probably
What's this?
Ah! Sorry. Oh my goodness. You absolute legend. Thank you. Okay, I need to go through my my thingamabobs. Hold on. We'll get back there. Thank you. Okay, hold on. It's got everything. Yeah. Listen, it's good stuff. I tell you what. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the beginning. But yeah, how's you guys today? You guys doing good? It's very weird that I didn't stream yesterday, but I did make several appearances on other streams, so we got that going for us. Midlight, hello you fabulous bean, welcome in. We got some violins. Empress, you absolute legend.
This?
Hello, welcome.
40 months of violence and ancient screaming jokes. This shall be my last sub for a while. I expect the content wax and demands for lockpick / hand spider pres emotes to continue in my absence.
Listen, I don't think they will, Wonko, but listen, there's always hope, right? Soren, you fabulous bat, welcome in. Also, hi Don. Hi Don, thank you very much for subscription. I do very much appreciate it. Just stop now. Am I teaching today? I mean, not necessarily. You might pick up little tidbits of knowledge, but I feel like I'm mostly going to be trying to figure some stuff out today. So I don't know enough to be teaching, probably. But we're gonna try some stuff and see if we can figure it out, you know? Okay, we got Soren, we got Haidon. Thank you again for the fish.
Did I get you?
No, Squishla. Yeah, thank you very much for fish. I will eat them later. That'll be delicious. And then, Soren, you absolute legend. Thank you very much.
Fine.
No.
It's fine.
No.
I guess I am cute.
No. Bruh, you always redeem the thing at the end of stream. You can't keep complaining about that. Hi, Soren, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. I do very much appreciate that. Once again, you are a legend, and I appreciate you. Just... Wonko, thank you very much for subscription. 40 months, holy heck. Wow. Listen, again, I don't know, listen, the old jokes, I don't know if they will continue, but you know what? It'll live on in spirit, right? Got some more violence. Kyron, hello there. Glad you could make it today. And Rayster, you fabulous being, welcome in. Hello. Okay, so the plan for today. We are going to be trying to make a Live2D item. This is going to be the most scuffed item you've ever seen, okay? We're just going to slapdash this together to see how it works. Yeah? I got an idea for a thing. Actually, so yesterday, I have a couple of ideas for things. So yesterday, we were on Dan the Dragon King. We were on his channel doing a talk show thing. It was very good. And then a little chaos. It was
Barry It's cool art lady.
Oh, Dwarcy, thank you very much for the fish. I will eat them later. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, so yesterday we were on talk show, right? And talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And it came to my attention that there's not really like a maid outfit like for male VTubers, you know? Like you see the items for female VTubers, right? And it's like why no maid outfit for the male VTubers, right? So I was thinking, like, how would you make an item for that? And then I was like, well, how do you make an item at all? I know you make a Live2D thing, and it's got the parameters and stuff, but then it's like, but then how to make it work properly, you know? Because it's a gender thing? No, that's silliness. Listen, everybody should be able to have a maid outfit, okay? We are an equal opportunity maid enthusiast here. How do outfit items even work? That's the thing. So I have some ideas about that, and I'm pretty sure it is the person who wants to equip a new outfit. They have to make body parts, like, invisible, I think. And then they have the item, which is a Live2D item, which if you you load the item first, you set up the parameters, and then it should work with your model when you load it in as an item. However, we gotta figure it out, right? How many male VTubers would use a male outfit? I don't know. That's the thing. Listen. Market research? No. I just here's the thing though. What if, you know? But also, like, we gotta start a little smaller than like a whole outfit. I think we gotta figure some stuff out. So what I'm thinking is I want to do something little smaller. Market research? Hardly know her? Yeah, same. Me neither.
A bit of a snack.
I am once again submitting my application of house husband accused kids on me. I can cook, clean, provide good snuggles, come with plushies and a cute
Oh.
dog.
And a
I'm willing to
doggo?
wear a maid/butler outfit.
Oh. Honestly, that's a very strong case. Dress and armor variations? Maybe. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, okay, listen. To make items for other VTubers, like, there's a whole lot of really cool, new features in VTube Studio where you can move items so that they clip between layers, right? There's a whole heckin' market, maybe, for like outfits and like items and such and so on, right? Yeah, sorry if you listen, it's fierce. If you say anything else, that application's straight out the window. Sorry. Doesn't even get folded up into a paper airplane. It just gets yeeted. Anyway, so, but the crux of it is, before I begin making anything and everything, we gotta test some stuff and figure out how it works, okay? I will accept adorkable. Listen, that's a compromise. It's a compromise. I will accept that one. Magrior, hello there. Glad you could make it today. But yeah, welcome in everybody. So the plan, we're just gonna chit chat and then work on a thing. So let me go sit over here, and then we're gonna go to art. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start kind of small. We're just with one item. So there's a few things that I think we're gonna have to consider when doing this, right? Yeah, we're gonna chit chat. Oh my gosh, bestie, spill the tea. Actually, could you make, so this is supposed to be like a teacup, and I'm like, if I made this, could you spill the tea? Maybe. But yeah, welcome in. Again, this is me. I want to experiment with a thing. So I'm thinking tea, black or green. Well, that's the thing. So here's the thing. We need a couple of things. We got to figure out a couple of things. So, things to figure out. So, step 1. We should probably make this in black. Okay, so step 1, Live2D items. How do they work? Well, you have to set up the parameters, right? So, let's see. Things we got to figure out. Customization. What would customization be? This would be toggles in Live2D. Okay. So we'd need toggles for color change, like the type of tea. We would need, probably need like a toggle to show attachment point. What secrets does the tea hold? Well, I don't know. It hasn't spilled yet. We don't know. But yeah, actually, having tea... Let's see. Types of tea. That would actually be... That's a really good idea for, like, tea toggles. So, figuring out customization toggles. That's a thing. So let's see. Other things that would be interesting. So, for this, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna limit ourselves to just a few things to experiment with in Live2D, and one of them is going to be, where is the arm? So we need an attachment point for this. So basically, we need like a target. You attach this to the elbow of your person, and then all of this is like going to be invisible. So we need a rotate point here for the wrist, and then we need this to attach to an elbow. Sorry, it's very bright. I do apologize. Listen, it's not pure white. I can't stand a pure white canvas. It is too heckin' bright. But it is still very bright, yes. Toggles functionally serve like layers combined with the paper doll concept. Kind of. Yeah, I think you could call it that. Toggles can be used for a lot of different things. So here's the thing, there's a couple of different types of toggles in Live2D. To keep it simple, let's say a toggle is for turn it on and turn it off, yeah? I think that's probably the best explanation. Oh, I was like, hey, why is my witch outfit not fading into whatever? I turned all this off so that I could keep my costumes. Let me turn the timers back on, shall I? That way we go back to normal. Hold on. Unless you guys just want me to, unless we just want this to be the outfit until forever, or until somebody chooses the outfit again. I don't know. Would you guys like to have, like, longer time for outfits? Parameters? Math? Yes. Listen, the hard truth about Live2D is it's all organization and layers. 2 minutes never feels long enough? No strong preference? Okay. 5 minutes? Okay. Let me swap these around. Stop after. What is 5 minutes? Hold on. Okay, we need that one. We need to turn on this one. I forgot that I did this. This would have been real good to do, like, before Stremb. Unscuffing the things. Hold on. Let's see, I think it's just those ones. Wait, where is maid outfit? Okay, we got this one. We need this one. Nope, this one. Okay, that should stop eventually. Redeem cooldown stays at 2. Okay, that makes sense. Organizing layers, yeah. So basically, I've heard, so from a different Live2D artist, I heard that it's basically making a Live2D model is, it's like doing a spreadsheet, but you wiggle the art. It's all organization. So for those of you who know my layer organization abilities, you know, it's a thing. Hello. Glacial, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Welcome in. Okay, so this is going to be, let's see, let's call these arm guide. And that is going to be, that'll have to be on a toggle. And we're gonna have to turn that down. Let's see, we've got this. So this is just this is just my notes for what I want the cup to do. Okay. So we don't need those, technically speaking. Okay, so what we need for now, I don't actually need this second arm. The only thing I want to mess with for right now, YouTube land denizen, hello there. Listen. The Live 2D can be as chaos or as not chaos as you want it to be. You did a workout today! Yo, let's go! Well done. Heck yeah. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Once again, we're doing odd things today. Oh, we do have a poll up for outfit options and things. Let's see. Let's turn on. There we go. Okay, now we're back to normal. Okay, so let's figure out. We have our hand with all of its layers. That's fine. We have our arm guide. Let's throw that in this layer. So we have this teacup here, which looks really wonky. This is not really a great looking teacup. Well, why are we doing it like this then? That's the question, right? So then we got to figure out, how do you make a teacup with proper Live 2D layers? What is the easiest way that we can animate a teacup in Live 2D? That's what we're trying to figure out right now. So we have a circle here, and this is going to be our this is going to be our, that's the T line. I'm actually wondering if like a giant mask would be easier. I think it would be, honestly. Okay, so let's do some stuff. Let's figure some stuff out. So this is going to be the interior of the tea mug. So let's first make sure that, why are all these so... Okay, here we go. No, I got it. Let's label this folder tea cup. Oh. Okay, and then we have a folder for the hand. Lovely. We've got these random blue things we're going to organize. We're organizing layers. Wow. Alt F4. You think so? I don't think that's going to help us to get the thing done though, is the problem. No. Okay, so we're going to start with just the tea. Okay. So we want this, and then we want to, let's grab this. We are going to, is there an easier way to do this? There is, okay. And we select everything in here. What is our, we've got area scaling. We do want anti-aliasing. Okay, that's fine. Let's grow this by a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be our color of tea. Let's grab like a nice orange, why not? That's not really the color of tea, but that's fine for now. Yay. Okay, so we have this. So we also have, let's see, the cup rim. So if we hide this, I'm actually going to need to grab this rim, and we're going to need to make a mask for our interior tea. This will make sense, I swear. I swear this will make sense. Okay, so we take okay, so we're going to grab all of this. We are going to need to grow this a little bit. We need to select also this. Then we need to make a new layer. Let's make our mask colors pink. And let's go ahead and just do like one of those. We're just gonna make a big old blob. Interior, yes. Want the front side of the cup covered anyway. So my thinking for this, my layer order, let's turn off this mask. So to have the physics and the tea work the way that I want, I'm thinking my layer order for this, we're going to have This is going to be the T, and this is like an interior layer. Then we're going to have, this is going to be the rim of the cup. Then we're going to, because the rim of the cup is going to have to cover the body of the tea. So then we have the body of teacup. Then after that, we're going to have like the base of the cup. Then we have the bottom of the cup. Not that you can see my scribbles. So this is the layer order that I'm thinking. So to make sure that the rim of the cup, or the tea, the interior of the tea, to make sure that we can make it look like this edge of the cup is hiding the tea, we need to have a mask that will cut this part and hide it, which is why we're making a mask. So yeah, we're trying to do the minimal amount of layers possible, and I think this should be doable. Like we can make this more circular or less circular if need be. We can make this more circular or less circular if need be. Same with this, right? Because all the circles are going to have to move in the proper perspective if we're tilting the cup, right? So yeah, instead of trying to have like an art mesh to cover this up, we're going to use a mask. We're just going to hide everything with a mask is the stratagem. Can you have a triangular cup? I mean, listen, if you want to make a triangular cup, absolutely. Go for it. Show me your results. Let's see it. Listen, this could be Live2D. You could draw it yourself. Doesn't have to be Live2D. But yeah, make you a triangle cup. You could sculpt it out of clay. Show me what you got. But yeah, so I think these are going to be our layers. So we do need to make sure that we have, let's see. So we've got our tea. Then we're going to have our tea mask. That's going to be right here. Tea mask. So currently the tea mask, this layer is on. It's just set to 0 opacity. This will make sense once we get into Live2D, okay? So we're just gonna leave that off for now. It is labeled properly. We don't have, see, we have tea color mask. The only problem is, oh, wait, no, maybe? Do I need another invert mask? I think I might, actually. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do another mask. Hold on, contemplating. Isla is thinking about layers. Stand by. Hold on. Okay, so explaining a few things. If you want to have like a fish that, I don't know why that's on. Hold on. Okay, so if we want to have a fish that swims around in the tea for some reason, it could be that it starts like way out here and swims through and goes over here, right? In Live2D, you can use masks, but you can only have one type of mask per object. So if I try to clip something to the tea, I can't have my invert mask, which lets me keep the tea from touching the rim of the cup. So in order to do this and make it work, we actually need another invert mask. So I need this. And then we select this. And then let's make it green. This is going to be big mask. Very, very big mask. Okay. No, don't do that. Okay, hold on. Select inverse. Okay, so now, if we have our little fish, it's basically going to be hidden by the mask. That's how this is going to work. This is very eye-searing. We're going to turn that opacity all the way down. We're going to label that. Let's see, T color mask. That already has a name. We need a different mask. T, what would this be? This would be liquid mask. We don't need that. Also, I spelled that so bad. T shading mask. That will work. Okay. So now we have our T set up. So that should be the interior of the thing. We're going to label our T fish. You will be our example. T fish. We've got our color mask. We need to sort out our line art layer. Do I need that though? Maybe. Popsicle sticks and flex tape, really? Okay, so I need to copy this layer. Then we need to combine those layers, and you are going to be T line. Then we take this color and do like one of those. So now we have a blob for our line. However, there's a weird little missing pixel. No, don't do that. Okay, so we have T, we have our T mask, we have our test fish. I'm actually going to make this color more like brown, I think. Make it a little darker, maybe a little less saturated. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh, what's it doing? Oh, it's freaking out. Oh, my whole computer's freaking out. Are we still good? Can you guys still hear me? Are we good? Okay, let's save that. So, that was a thing.
Boo!
Let me close this other tab.
Did I get you?
Okay, we're still good? We're live? Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's turn off our T masks. So this is folder inner T. Okay, so we got all that. That's good. So now we have the cup rim that we need to figure out. So let's make a new folder. This is going to be folder cup rim.
You've fallen into my trap.
Voloths. Volothos. Volothos. I think we're saying that right. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. Listen. It's fierce, okay? It's just fierce. Thank you, though. And welcome in. Guys, we have a first-time chatter. Can we get some more welcomes in chat? Alright, so we have the cup rim. We need to add some shading, probably. Let me grab this. We're gonna make this a little bigger and a little bigger. And then let's grab, what nice fine china is kind of bluish tinted, maybe? Okay, so there's our line art layer. Let's throw some color in here.
Fine. You got me. I am fierce.
Told you. I told you. Bam. No, that is not my name. That is not my name. Sylvis, you hush. You hush your mouth. Okay, so we have the cup rim. This is going to be cup rim color mask. Okay, so basically we have and solid color right here. So now what we can do is we can basically add some cool, shiny stuff like this, right? Leading into the cup. Make it look very cool, like it's got some depth to it, right? Let's grab also like one of those, and let's actually clip these back. These are going to be our shading layers, right? So then we just need a little bit of a soft brush like this, okay? And then something else that we could probably do, we're going to copy this layer, going to add it back right there, but we're actually going to make it a teeny tiny bit smaller, like this. And we're going to make it, actually, let's make it not quite white. Okay, so we have just the tiniest little hint of an edge, of a rim to this, right? You know what we could do, actually, hold on, wait for it. We add a little bit more thickness to the cup. We also need to change these color. That's a little too thick. There. Then we rasterize. Okay, so now we're going to have just the tiniest little thing like this. How does this keep spreading? What the heck? No. A dork koala what? How did it get worse? No. Yoshirizu, why? No. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Nobody will use this. It's fine. Okay, so we now have we have that. Okay, beautiful. So that is the rim of the cup. So now we need to select this. We need to delete this chunklet. Okay, beautiful, very nice. We need to copy this. We need to combine these two layers. We need to hide all of those. We need to lock the transparency. Okay, so now we have... Why is it doing such a weird thing? Not a fan of that. I think my selection settings are a little bit weird. But that's fine, we can fix. Okay, so this is cup, the rim of the cup, and this is line. Then we have the color mask. So all of our shading layers are clipped to this one disc right here, okay? So we can actually, we're going to keep the cup rim on its own layer, but I am going to combine those. We're going to keep that like that. We need... Hello. Do we need to trim this? I think we need to trim this. Okay, let's get rid of all of that. It spreads through the infected. Wait, are you guys sick? Are you guys okay? Are you infected by something? You should see a doctor about it, probably. Night Vulture, hello there. Glad you could make it today. It's fish day. Oh, we're having fish today. Yo, let's go. Okay, so here is the rim of the cup. We have this set up properly. We have our tea set up properly. Now we move down a layer, which should not be this one. We do have a random cup handle. How do we want to deal with that? Where does that go? That's gotta go. That does have to go on top of the... Okay, cup body needs to come next. Okay, let's put that in and folder. We label this folder cup body. Then we're gonna add a layer. Then we're gonna hide some other layers. Then we're gonna make some How do we want to do this? Let's see. Let's take our cup rim. Let's grab this shade of blue. And let's do like one of those. Make sure that this does like this. I think we're gonna leave this as is for now. I don't think we need to add a ton of shading here, but we do need to have this here. So, will we need anything else for the body of the cup? Let's see. Okay, so if we were to shrink this down. Looks vaguely like a teacup, right? You change the perspective like this, right? Some of the shading might not work as intended. It's not too bad though, but I think the shading, we're gonna have to keep that separate just so that we can have a 3D sort of an effect, right? But basically, our circle, we're gonna be squishing our circle so that it actually looks like it's 3D. But it looks funky for now. But trust me, it'll buff out. It'll buff out. Yes. So once we get once we get this in Live2D and we see how it moves, then we can start adding layers onto it. So something that I do want to make sure that I do is we're gonna try to set this up correctly, which means that we need to... Hello. Jericho, hello there. Glad you could make it today. So, we need to make sure that our layers are set up correctly. Okay, so we need to grab our line art. We need to delete that from this layer. Then we need to combine this layer with this layer. Then we lock transparency. We make our line blob black like this. We have random little chunklets of uncolored stuff. Little popcorns that will be unpleasant to deal with later, probably. So that's fine for now. We're going to label these cup body color mask. And you are cup body line. Okay, so there's the cup body. That's taken care of. We've got our the interior and the cup rim right there. We've got our T right there. Beautiful. Okay, so now what do we need? We need... So there's two things here. We've got the cup handle would probably need to come next. Actually, the cup handle probably needs to be here. This one might be tough. How to make it look 3D. It might just need to be squished around a lot. I'm not sure. Gumpy, you troublemaker. Hello there. How am I doing today? I'm doing very well. I had an average amount of sleep. Like, not super good or bad. It was and sleep, though, so that was very good. I feel like I've had a fairly productive morning. So, now we get to play around with an idea, a brainworm idea that I must know. I must know how these works. You know? That is not my name, Gumpy. That's not my name. It's Isla. Just Isla. It's Isla. Okay, so now we're gonna let's take this blue, and we're gonna use that to. I think we just need. Let me go like this. Hello. Make this do the thing like this. Yeah, that'll work. Good. Okay, cup handle. There it is. Bam. We're probably not going to mess with that too much for now. We're probably going to have to replace that art once we see how it moves. Got called in. You have it off. Oh, nice. Free vacation days, 3-day weekend even. Wow. No, that's great though. Egg priority, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Kailua, welcome in. Good to see you again. But yeah. Okay, so we got cup handle. Let's make sure that we label this. Okay, so why am I putting, I don't know if you can see over here in my layers, why am I putting an F in front of all of my folders? So this is a thing, you know how I said in Live2D that it's all about organizing things? This is why. So to keep my art mesh layers labeled properly, this layer isn't labeled. Actually, can I move this over a little bit so you can actually see my naming convention a little bit? Let me get out the way. So like cup rim, that's the name of an art mesh. In Live2D, you can only have one name per, let's see, what is it? Live2D will only recognize one thing by the same name. So if you have two things that are the same name, it freaks out and calls it like parameter 420 or something like that, instead of just adding a 2 behind the duplicate file name or item name. So like this just prevents future issues, basically. But yeah, that's important later. It's for organization stuff. Okay, we got the body of the thing. This is going to be, I should probably just copy this like cup rim circle thing that I have and just make it smaller, because I drew this circle and as you can see it's kind of lumpy. We don't really like that. It's a coin flip? Yeah. Well, it's better to try to keep stuff organized from the beginning, right? And as I say this, we have generated a lot of layers just with one item. Do you guys know how many layers most models have? After a while, you're just like, this is layer 37B, and it's, it gets chaos real fast. You gotta be real careful. Anyway, okay, so we're taking this. We're taking this one. Give me this. I'm taking this. And then we're gonna hide that. We're gonna hide that. And we're gonna hide this. And then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna paste this. And then we're going to shmove it down. Hello, Anonymous. Glad you could make it today. Then we just need to make these smaller. I'm holding the Alt key. I didn't know this was a thing, but you can hold Alt and it will scale it like perfectly. It's very good. Okay, so this is going to be our put that in there. This would be cup bottom rim, probably. Oh, there's a cup bottom rim. Okay, so this is the line. We can get rid of this because that's kind of useless. Get out here. And then we need to copy this. And how to do this? Let's see. We need to make this and color. But we need to select everything. Shrink our selection a little bit more. I think about there should do. Then delete that. So then we need cup body. Give me this blue. Then we are going to color that in. That'll be fine. Then we already have. Oh, it's so chunky. Oh no. Oh no. I think my settings are wonky. Okay, what are we doing? Hold on. Tolerance, area scaling, anti-aliasing. That's what we needed. Okay, hold on. Let's try this one more time. And grow and a little bit more. Yes. Okay, there we go. That is decidedly less harsh, chunky edges. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, so so that's fine, that's fine. So the bottom rim of the cup, got it. Okay, so now we need the base of the cup, I guess. Organizing, right? No, it's a big deal. Organizing? Trust. Okay, cup base. You need your own folder. Da-da-da-da-da. Folder. Cup base. What would you call this? Just the base? It's not the rim. That's probably fine. It's probably fine. Okay, so now for this one, we need a new layer. And then we just need to make this kind of roundish. Fill in the color there. This might actually need to be more round. We'll probably have to edit this shape a little bit. Anonymous, hello? Hello? You good today? Okay, so now here is our very janky teacup. You guys like it? Does the design please you? Not sure if they're all right. I'm not either, if I'm honest. Anyway, so we have our bits and bobs, our pieces of our cup. I think we can work with this. So then let's take a look at hand pieces. Make sure that this vaguely looks like it's grasping the handle. We need a thumb! Guys, we don't have a thumb! Oh no. Okay, so we need to hide or make this a little bit more transparency. We need new folder, and you're going to be behind everything. You are going to be thumb. And then we need to relabel this because that does not work. Okay, beautiful, thumb. So let's grab brush, and let's see, thumb would be kind of like this. How would that work? No, it's longer than that. Okay, so this palm would be like this. I think we need to see at least a tiny bit of the thumb like this. I think this is the shape that we need. Okay, so the plan is you gotta have the thumb on the back side of the... I just need to move this hand a little bit closer to the handle. Maybe I need to move this finger down. It's probably fine for now. Anyway, the point is that we need to have the thumb on the other side of the handle of the T thing, right? It's almost break time. Wow, we've been organizing and staring at layers for like an hour. Are you guys entertained? Okay, so let's quickly just draw. Let me actually hide that a little bit as well. And okay, I need a slightly thinner line. It's tea time. You're very entertained. Oh, well, that's good. Okay, is this line too thin now? Do we like this line? I think we can work with this line. So we're just gonna do like one of those, probably. Then, like this isn't super important. Like it really isn't. Like we're not gonna see this, but it needs to be there, you know? This skin tone looks very pink. Not really pink, maybe too orange. Anyway, quickly throwing some color on the thumb. This is probably just going to be a solid chocolate. Let's just add that real quick. Okay, so I think after break, we should be able to save all of our layers as a PSD, and then we can throw them in the Live2D, and then we can start experimenting. Experimenting! It's very exciting. Okay, we don't need that. Oh, there we go. That looks better. Are there gnomes? There's no gnomes. No. Alright, everybody. It is break time. Let's go take, actually, let's save. Saving. Alright, let's take 5 minutes. I'm gonna go walk around for like 5 minutes and contemplate things, and then we shall return and continue to do the Live2D things. Please enjoy break screen in the meantime. Fine. 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 It's fine. I guess I am cute. And we are back. Hello again, everybody. All right. Shall we go into the live 2Ds? Shall we do it? I think we shall. So what do we need to do? We need a PSD file. Why does it have to be a PSD file? I don't know, but it does. So what we need to do first is we need to export this as, or no, we need to save a copy. Okay, save copy. Hold on. Save duplicate as a PSD. Then we're gonna put that in here. Tea drinking. We're gonna call this PSD prep layers. And then we're gonna, okay.
You've fallen into my trap.
Oh, hello. Let's see. Mick Corby, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. Okay, so then we break out this thing. Let's see. What do we need? We need to get rid of layers. This is what we need to do. So we're gonna throw those in the bin. We're gonna keep the paper, but we're gonna delete that in Live2D. So we do have a copy of all of this. Now we're just gonna make sure that all of our layer names are labeled correctly. So look, we're gonna do some more hot labeling action. We're gonna sort things. Look right over here. This is where all of the magic's gonna happen. Right there. Okay, so we start with the thumb. Well, the thumb doesn't need to be in a folder. This is just gonna be a blob. So we're just gonna merge all those layers together. We are going to make sure that this is labeled thumb. Bam, there, done, labeled. Okay, so then we have all of our cup pots. So we have cup rim color mask, cup rim line. Okay, folder that's labeled properly. So that's done. We have, so this is the cup base. Do we need to separate this out? I think so. Let me actually hide the hand for a moment. You have an amazing pun. Absolutely share it. Finally here what? Wait, what did I miss while I was on break? I've been so excited about the thing. I didn't even check chat. Listen, I'm very excited. We're figuring stuff out. Let's see. Let's hide all those as well. Do we need a line? We may as well have a line. So this will be up, base, line. We need to copy this. We need to select this. We need to delete this. We need to combine this and this. Base, color, mask. We need to make sure that all of this is in fact. I deleted the wrong thing. Okay, no, go back. I lied. Okay, hold on. Oh, we have two lines. Oh, I see. Okay, so we don't need that. I was going too fast. We gotta calm it down. One of these. Why does this one say line? That is most clearly not line. Past Isla of like 30 minutes ago. What was you doing? Let's see, color base, color mask. Okay, then we have the actual line right here. Delete that part from the mask. Then we combine this with this, and then that's the line. Okay, now it's set up properly. We have our line blob, and we have our color mask. Those are labeled properly. Now we can move on. We have our cup body, we have our line, all of that is done correctly. We have our cup handle. I think we're gonna squeeze all these layers together as well. Just because we gotta see how these move before I decide if I like that. Okay, so this next one we have one shading layer, which we need to label. Cup, rim, hint, shading. First time you could hear, the Isla admits it, redeem. No. What do you mean? I haven't been talking over the redeem. It's fine. Had a bit with sailing. Okay. Oh. Oh. Layers. Who's Hank? Uh-huh. You got to do the who's Hank joke? Yo, let's go. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Fair enough. Okay. So, we have our shading on a layer of its own. We have the cup rim. That's very important. We're probably going to need to move that up above everything. Cup rim. Let's call this highlight. Actually, let's just do HL for highlight. That's going to be important later. For this exact reason, it's a little bit crunchy, but I do want to have just this little bit of a highlight right there. Very important. Okay, so we need that. So we've got that. That's properly labeled. We've got the shading. That's going to be clipped back to that other thing. That'll be fine. We've got the color mask. We've got our line blob. All of that looks good. Okay, let's make sure all those are turned on. Turn those off. We have the inner T layers. We have a couple of different masks, which are going to help us to make all this work properly. We've got a fish. Let's just make it not as eye-searing in color. We've got the T color. We've got our line layer. We've got our masks. Okay, all of that's fine. Okay, all of that is set up properly. And we've got hand. Let's see, what do we have here? This one is super duper not set up correctly at all, is it? Okay, so we have an arm guide. This will have to be on a toggle. This is going to be attached to an elbow, is going to be the stratagem. We're getting some weird, crunchy stuff right here. Now that's interesting. I don't particularly like that, actually. So let's go back to the teacup and the base and the lines. It's going to select this. Then we're going to make our selection a little bit, well, bigger, but it's actually smaller. Then we're going to go to this. Then we're going to get rid of a chunk of the line there. That did not do what I thought it should. Nope. Let's try that one more time. Okay. Do like this. There we go. We're gonna have a little chunk like that. That's fine. Don't really like that though. How to deal with that? I don't think we need to, because that's gonna be covered by color. That's fine. Okay, that problem sorted. I think everything else was looking good. I didn't notice any other issues. So now we gotta figure out the hand. So what I would like, I want to have the fingers wiggle a little bit, right? I mean, in an ideal sort of scenario, you gotta have the hands wiggle a little bit, right? So what we probably need to do is separate out a whole bunch of layers. Okay, so here is, let's hide the thumb and the teacup as well. So we have here, this is the palm of our hand. currently it's 2 layers. We need to swap this so that we have a line art layer, and we also need to have the skin color mask. So we need to copy this. I need to select these lines. And we need to get rid of that. So this is going to be our palm color mask. And the reason I'm doing this now is because if I want to add shading or like swap out skin tone or something like that, we're gonna need that in future. Okay, so then let's hide this layer. We actually need to make our this line. We just need to make this just a little bit smaller so we don't get weird popcorns. So we're just gonna trim off the tiniest little bit right here. I could probably do a selection and this would make this much easier. I think that would actually make this a lot easier. Okay, grabbing all the things. Okay. Then go to... Let's see, we need to keep that. Let's just trim all of that. Yep, that's a lot faster. Look at us being efficient. Okay, kind of like that would be good. And then we combine these 2 layers, then we lock transparency, and we make it all the line color. I don't see any little popcorns, so that should be fine. Except for this one little popcorn. Okay. So now we have our palm color mask. We have our... We should label this folder, huh? Folder. Palm color mask. We're doing to label that properly. Okay, then we need palm line. Okay, so palm done. Bam. The layers are already starting to get confusing. Yes, they are. So each thing that you want to move in Live2D needs a layer. Kind of, sort of. I'm also doing a thing that... Okay, so there's 2 schools of thoughts. One of them is you can have your line art and the shading and the art all on one layer, which is perfectly serviceable. If you want to be able to control line thickness better, you want to do this. And the reason for that, I might be able to give an example actually. Let's make a new little doohickey. Actually, the thumb would be the perfect example of this. So the thumb, this is all one layer. There's nothing... there's not like a separate line art layer. So basically, when we get into Live2D, what's gonna happen is if I warp the shape or move it at all, the line thickness, like this line thickness can change depending on how we move the... Well, it's not doing it here. Is Clip Studio really smart about line thickness? That's amazing. Okay, you can see how the line got thicker right here. That's basically something that can happen in Live2D, so you can't actually control how thin or thick the line gets unless you separate out the line art layer. Yes, exactly. So yeah, it's just, it's setting, again, a lot of Live2D stuff is just thinking ahead, just like a little bit, a smidge ahead, right? That's all. Okay, index finger. We have something weird going on right here. What is this? Why is it doing this? hum. Let's just make that a little bit thicker, and then hopefully, actually, you know, would that work? No, that wouldn't work, would it? But it might. So if I took my palm color, ooh, well, that's tempting. Ow. Do I want to... Okay, so what's happening right now? I have my palm line art layered over my fingers so that it's hiding a chunk of the line art, but it would also make doing this a lot easier. But if I want to add shading for like the fingers and stuff, okay, we're not gonna do that. All right, listen, buckle in, everybody. We gotta separate so many line. We're gonna do it. We're gonna start with the pinky finger though. Okay. Step 1, label the folder properly. Step 2, you gotta copy this layer. Let's hide the palm, why not? Okay, so this is our... Okay, so that's our fill layer. We're gonna select our line art. We are going to delete that. Then we're going to go back to this. We are going to smoosh all the layers together. We are going to lock the transparency. We are going to make the whole thing the line color. That way we have our proper masks. Okay, so pinky color mask. Then we have pinky line. Okay, pinky, done. Ring finger. We copy this layer, we select this, we get rid of the line art, we hide that, we smoosh these layers together, we lock transparency, we fill the whole line color in with actual line color, then we label, starting with the folder, ring color mask, then ring color line, then that is done. Yes, okay. Ring finger, done. Middle finger. First we label the folder. Then we make a copy of this, then we go over to here, then we make sure we do the steps right, because then we won't be in tears. And we get rid of this, then we smoosh these together, then we make the line color all the line color. Very good, very nice. Then we label. Then we do the same thing over and over and over and over and over until we go crazy. And that one is done, and then we have label the folder, then we go to this layer and we copy this layer, we select the line art, we delete all of this, then we smoosh these together, we lock layer transparency, and we label index color mask, then we label okay. Bam. Set up properly. But no, it's not set up properly. Why are there these? We don't want these. So now we need to go back and we need to do one more thing actually. So we're going to select this one. We are going to shrink the selection a little bit by 1 pixel, please. Okay, then we go to the line art layer. Then we are going to delete this chunklet. Nope, we're gonna select the inverse. Then we're gonna delete this chunklet. There we go. Then we hide the pinky. Then we go to the ring finger. We select this. We grow the selection. We select the inverse. Then we go to this layer. Then we delete this chunklet. Then we hide that and we go to the next finger. We grab this. We make this a little bigger. We select the inverse of the mask. We go to our line art layer. We very carefully delete all of that. Then we hide this layer. Then we go to here. Then we select this. Then we make the selection 1 pixel bigger. Then we select the inverse. Then we go to our line art layer. Okay. Yes. Yes. Something here might bother me later. No, that should be fine. Okay. Bam! Look at that. Look, we got an hand. Wow. Okay, cool. So, we got that. We've got our T thing. We got this thing. We don't need the paper layer, but we can delete that in Live2D. So, PSD, our prep layers. Our layers are prepped. They are ready. You guys?
You should save.
I did just save. Let me check on my other thing. That is also saved. All right. Are you guys ready? After an hour and a half, we're ready to drop this into Live2D and see how borked it can get. Are you prepared? Are you ready? We got so many more like amazing layer organization to do. We can do art mesh. Oh man, we're in for some exciting times. You guys have no idea. Let's throw this in Live2D. It's thinking, it's loading, it's contemplating. Okay, we are turning on the Live2D folder. It's been a while since I've turned this on. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Wow. Okay, so here we are. This is Live2D. Surprise! Okay, let me get out of the way a little bit. All right, so first things first, we delete the paper layer. So, for anybody who does not know, in Live2D, if you look, you can't see this. Hold on, can I make this smaller? Oh, I can! Oh, you can see the whole thing! Wow. Okay, so like if I make this a little bigger, oh, so you can actually see the whole thing with a hint of Clip Studio behind it. Wow, look at us. We're like a real dot person now. Wow. Okay, so anyway, we're just gonna do that. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, this little blob right here lets you change the background color. You don't have to have an okay. This is aimed at me personally. For the longest time, I had to have like an art layer behind everything, so that I did not have to look at the painful checkered background. This button, you can change your background color. Okay, right there. This is very important. There you go. The parameters are a bit cut off. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can adjust the Live2D. You? That's physics window. Okay, there we go. I don't think there's any secret information or anything. But yeah, I'll just display as much of this as possible. Just so that you guys can actually see what's going on, yeah? Let me actually make this window a little bit smaller. And then we shall move it over a little bit like this. Or would this be better? Yeah, probably like that. But then okay, chat Chat, I'm gonna move you. Don't panic. Don't freak out. I'm just gonna scoot you guys down here and put you underneath. There you go. Okay, so now you can actually see all of the items, all of the parameters. So there's a couple of different things here in the Live2Ds, right? We got so many things. Betrayal? What do you mean betrayal? No, listen. No, I warned you guys. It's okay, don't panic. Scoot the tool details. Okay, so that's you know what I could do? Hold on. Let's parts. Can I snap you here? Yes. All right, we're gonna move stuff around so that it's easier for you guys to see. Gonna throw those right there. Here we go. All right. So now we have our. Oh, this is so weird. I'm not used to this layout, but it'll buff out. It's fine. Okay, so now we have all of our parts list. So all of our folders are in here like this. Let's check and make sure that right here, this is important information. So the thing that I said earlier, where the names of things were very important, right? So we have our folder that has a name, folder, that's its ID, and then our other bits. Why is there a 2? Why is there a 2? Cup rim. That's why. Because we have cup rim on a different thing. I mislabeled these. Okay, that's fine. So, knowing that, what we're gonna do, cup rim bottom, let's see, color mask. Copy that. We're gonna edit our names so that I know. So that I know what these are. This is why labeling is important. Cup rim bottom line. So when we check these, cup baseline, cup base color mask. Okay, cup color mask, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we do have some masks. Very good, very nice. Okay. Okay, so a few things. This T mask. Actually, before we do anything, let's go ahead, let's hit Control A. We're gonna have everything selected. There's a button, where's the button? Button is hidden from you guys. Okay, hold on. Live2D, and then if we show this part, there we go. So I just slap basic art mesh on everything, and then if I need more detailed stuff, I'll go back and edit this later. You can edit your art meshes at any time, for the record. Okay. So let's do some masking stuff, shall we? So this shading right here. Actually, this whole thing is a mask. That's interesting. Let's hide you for now. Let's click on this thing, cup shading. So we need this to stay within this thing. So we grab the ID for the rim of the cup. We go back to our shading. We're going to have this be it's a clipping mask. That's all it is. It's a clipping mask. Okay, so we've got that. I actually need to move this T mask probably with our color or with the rim of the cup, because I'm basically going to be gluing this to that. That's the stratagem. So I do need this clipping ID, so we're going to take that, we're going to go up to both of these, and then we're going to clip. We're going to invert the mask, and we're basically just doing a clipping mask so that the T disappears. It's gone. It's gone forever. So, any of the shading that we have, that's going to need its own, let's see, we need that to disappear as well. So what we're going to do, going to grab the ID for this great big green mask that we have. We're gonna take the clipping ID from that, and we're going to invert mask, make another clipping mask for that. That way, when I move my fish, it disappears. Okay, this is gonna be important if we add fancy shading later. Okay. Your wallet hates you because of the Steam Summer Sale? I mean, but listen, are you gonna play the games? Are you gonna play half of them? Are you gonna play at least a few of them? Are you pleased with your purchases? Because here's the thing. If you enjoy the hobby, it's worth it, right? Just, you know, be kind of, you know, responsible with purchasing, right? Also, what is Clip Studio? What is this doing? Yeah. Why are you clipped into that? Huh. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure that there we go. Now we can see a full comment. Can clip directly from the drop-down 10? You can. I usually don't do that. Usually I like to click on everything and like you can select multiple things at once. Hit Control C, go to the item that you want to make the clipping mask happen, and then you just hit Control V when you click on this box. I found that to be a lot faster than searching for all of the things by name. But I'm also a very visual person, so like these little tiny thumbnails, for me this is faster. But there is like a drop down right here where you can make clipping things. You can do the thing from that menu as well. But for me that's not as helpful. But it is there, yes. Okay, so. Okay, so. Now we have everything kind of sorted. So what do we need to do? Well, first off, I need this mask to be slightly different. Okay. First thing that we need to do is actually mess with the what are these called? What is the official terminology for this? The mesh. We need to make this mesh better. I do not like the way that the mesh is meshing currently, so we're going to change that. All of my tools are now in a different spot. Hold on. Okay, so we need all of this mesh. We're going to get rid of all of it because this does not please me. I'm going to take this thing. We are going to make sure that it's got 3. We are going to make sure that this is fairly dense, and then we're just gonna do a thing. We're gonna squish this around the outside of the thingamabob. Oh, why would you do that? No. Okay, and I don't think we need quite this many little pizza slices, vertices, whatever these are called. This might be too many. I think this is probably too many. Maybe more like that. That should work. Okay, we're gonna squish those close to each other. And then, let's see, our edge is pretty good. I think we have a line basically right on there. So that should squish adequately, right? Let's just do one last check and make sure that all of this works. You know what would have been really helpful though? Oh man, mirror editing would probably have been real helpful. I did not do that. I don't actually think this is in the dead center of my canvas though, so I don't know how well that would have worked. Okay, confirm. So that is solidly in place. Then we're going to squish those together, do like one of those, make sure all of that works nicely. Make sure they play together well. Let's see. And then we just need to do one of those. Do I need to do that? You know, I don't even need to do that, do I? We basically just need the outside of the circle to cooperate with us. I think that's gonna be fine. Except that if we tilt the... If we tilt the thing... Yeah, we're gonna need some more doohickeys through here, so let me just... Okay, that's fine. Maybe. That's probably fine. Okay, so then we're gonna grab all of this. That did not select how I wanted it to select. Give me also...
Hello, hello.
Why would you not give me at least one? Okay, hold on. Okay, so I need... We need all of that. That's going to be in this selection. No, it isn't. Okay, you too. There we go. Okay, I just need this. We're copying this. Then we're going to this layer, our big green mask. Ah, Dizzy, hello there. Glad you could make it today. You can control where it mirrors from? How can you find what you need? Practice. Listen, there is a very steep learning curve for Live2D. If you're interested in this, take it one tutorial at a time. Figure out one thing at a time, okay? There's a lot happening here, but it does make sense, but there's a heck of a learning curve, okay? But it does make sense, I swear. Show model image. Okay, then we need to erase all of this. We are going to paste this because we need this. Wait, is that not... Did I do that wrong? Hold on. Maybe I did. Hold on. Cancel that. Yes. And back to this. No. This one. Oh, we did. Oh, I didn't use the modeling image. Oh, I see. Well, that would explain it. Okay, so make sure you are using modeling image, which is this setting. When I show modeling, the mask, the other mask that we had, it was clipping this, which is why this is not correct. Today I have learned. Okay, can we fix this easily? Maybe. It's not perfect, but that it's really not perfect.
There's so many of you. And all at once.
Yes. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Hello. Oh. EMS radio, let's go.
You've fallen into my trap.
Thank you so much for the raid. Is it Sprasu? Am I saying that right? Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Today we are trying to figure out some Live2D things. We are figuring out what not to do in several instances. It's been pretty great. How was the League of Legends? Was it good? I got a mostly? Okay. Is it EMS or EAMS?
Fallen into my trap.
Honestly, EAMS sounds kind of like... Honestly, sounds like a pretty cute nickname. What's it like learning Live2D? It's... Okay, do you do spreadsheets? It's like that. It's a lot of organizing and organizing. But yeah, everybody, thank you again so much for the raid. If you got a raid and run, do make sure to take care of yourselves. If you would like to stick around and watch thrilling layer organization and me wiggling dots on an art mesh, oh boy, have I got the strem for you. You have an accounting degree? Oh. Alright, real quick. Princess, Eames, Sheep, Yuzu, thank you all very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizens. We're gonna call you Eames then. P&G tubing? Ah, so, it depends. So like, I was talking with D the Sphinx and Dan the Dragon King. Can we actually get a shout out for both of those? Mods, if you're in the chat. So we were talking yesterday about if you wanted to do strembing. Actually, it's just being an artist and trying to learn the thing. I don't know, what draws you? Do you like doing 3D things? I know nothing about 3D things. I do know a thing or two about drawing and a few things about Live2D. I still have a lot to learn though. So this is honestly, this is kind of a risky stream for me because I don't actually know what I'm doing half the time. League was good. Oh, you want some games? Yo, let's go. Nice. Very nice, Eames. 3D animation after shul? Oh, nice. Has made so... Okay, listen. Okay, here's the thing. I had opened my organization. I opened the file for this model that I'm using right now, okay? I did this myself, and I looked at how it was organized, and I was like... I can't show this. I still got a lot to learn, okay? Anyway, so anyway, this doesn't work. We gotta redo it. It's no good. Can't do it. Stars. So anyway, you do houses. Oh, like architecture stuff? You mean you combine art and math? Honestly, I'm very impressed. I am fascinated by architecture and like buildings and stuff, and I do not have the math chops to do any sort of anything with that. Architect student! Yo, let's go! Oh my gosh, mad respect, seriously. Like, architecture is fascinating. Just like literally everything about it. Like, have you ever seen a floor plan? Okay, this is not, you probably have, but like, the denizens at large. Have you seen a floor plan of a house? How they plan for like wall thickness, but then they're like, you know, we could cram the water heater in this little gap between these two rooms. We could totally put a bathroom or like a closet here, and then you also you have to just structural stuff and like it's fascinating. It's fascinating. It's basically a giant puzzle, right? But like with math and that sort of thing. But then it also has to look good as well. Anyway. Yeah, I do not have the maths to do that. Tried to do rigging for mascot. Honestly, like, figuring out how stuff works oh, that's the wrong window. Don't do that. Wait, hold on. But yeah, a lot of this, the reason why rigging models in Live2D is fascinating. It's constantly a puzzle. You're solving a puzzle all the time, which is great until you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to space out and like get something done, right? And then it's like, oh, but to do the thing, I gotta brain so hard to figure out what the problem is. So that's the thing. Let's see. Let's grab all of this. Okay, now we've done it properly. There we go. Now we can go to this mask and now we can fix it. Yes. Okay, very good. Why are we doing this, you might ask? Why are we bothering? Why do we do this thing? Why are we copying this chunklet of the thing? Well, because we are going to be doing glue. We're going to be gluing today, guys. We're doing arts and crafts. We are gluing. And then we just need to... None of this really matters. We're just going to make a very loose, boring chunklet of a thing around here. And make sure that this locks up right there. There we go. The only thing that really matters is this interior bit, but that's exactly what we need right there. So now we take... actually need to copy this mask again. Hold on. Now we need to copy this. Then we go to our other layer. Then we need to get rid of all of this. Paste that right there. Okay. Glue. We're doing glue. Okay, let me scroll up with chat. Hold on. You have an engineering degree? Math is very hard. Yes. Walls have to be at least 360 millimeters thick, right? I didn't actually know that, but the walls, they have a thickness to them. Oh, absolutely feel free to ask questions. Also, if I miss a question because I'm working, please feel free to ask again, okay? Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm totally on board with sharing knowledge about stuff. I will do my best to explain, but as I said, I am still learning Live2D. This is not my this is not my best skill. It's serviceable at best, but I don't know if I can teach this properly, but I will do my best to explain. Glue? No, glue is great when it works. The question, why am I what? No, listen, I'm not. It's very simple, okay? It's fierce. Not anything else. I will accept adorkable, but that is all. Okay, so we need this art mesh.
Fine. You got me. I am fierce.
See? Told ya. Told ya! So anyway, we need this and this and this. And we need to edit all those to... We're editing all the things. Okay. We're gonna hit bind, and that's gonna glue... Actually, I need to select which bits are going to be glued together. So let's grab all of this. I should have zoomed out more, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so with our art meshes, the only thing that I want glued together is this edge, this ring, okay? And then when we do moving, we start moving them around, they're gonna be glued together, they're gonna move together, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be beautiful, if this works out properly. Okay, they're glued together. Bam. I think. Are they glued together? They should be glued together. I think we did that correctly. Glue. Where's my glue? Glue. Do I not have glue? Did we not do it properly? Is it because I tried to glue multiple things together? I keep looking at my Clip Studio file, which is like over there, and that's not correct. I am also something of a dork. Yes, that is true. Oh, the sheetrock? Yeah, the inside walls. What are those called? I think sheetrock. Is that the proper term? That's probably not the proper term.
Isla, you should save.
You know, I probably should actually. Okay, let's try this one more time. Let's take this 2 art meshes at a time and see if we can make this glue properly. They should. Unless we... I wonder if it's just you glue them together or if it's selections? How does this work? Okay, we've got our selections. How curious. Okay, now why have my tools disappeared? Select the vertices you would like to bind. That's what I thought. These ones. Okay, how many times will we need to do these selections? Okay, I want these. Bind. There. Okay, they've changed. The dot has changed color. Those now have a glue. They're now glued. Very, very good. Okay, so can I add this and this? And then we're going to edit again. And we need to select yet again because we need more glue. We've got so many craft. Okay. Glue. Did that glue? Yes. Okay, we do have 2 glues. Yay, glue. Very good. Bam. Okay, we got the things. They's glued. Guys, we've applied our first glue. All right, it is also break time. Let's take 5 minutes. Let's go I don't know, have a walkabout for like 5 minutes and then we'll be back, yeah? Everybody, please enjoy break screen. And we are back. Hello again, everybody. Okay, so last time we were messing with glue. Ow! What do you mean scatter? Were you guys up to something? Anyway, let's see. Okay, so how glue works. I think how it works is you would never do a mischief. I have that. Listen, I find that very hard to believe. What did that just do? Did we hit a hotkey? Control Z. I think we hit a hotkey that hid the thing. Okay, so how glue works. So you have your two names. It's gluing the color mask together with the T shading mask, which is not spelled correctly. So our T, which is this one, and this mask is these two things. How this works, I believe that the red is the first name in your list. So if you want to have the glue follow the T shape, we're gonna have to make this all red. And then if we move our T mask, that should also follow that, which it did not. So we did not do that correctly. Okay, so then we go back to here. We go back to glue. If it is green, does it follow? Which way is it? Hold on. I thought I figured this out. Hold on. Wait for it. Let's hide this for now. Okay, so we need... Something is incorrect. Let's see. It's based on... Okay, so glue weight AB. So we want the A, which is the first name, the T color mask, we want that to be stronger. It does need to be red. Okay, so we need to make the whole of this thing needs to be red. I see. Okay, so now if we go to here... No. I know why. I know why it's doing that. Okay, no, I figured it out. Okay, so the problem is we have two glues on the same thing, and the glue is not, we're not moving both of the things, they're not following both of the things. I'm making this difficult because I have two glues and both of them are affecting the same mask. That would be why. Okay, we figured it out. So these still need to be red because the line, the T line and the T color mask are both the first thing on the list. Yes. Okay, so let's select both of these, and then if we let's make sure they're both there, and then if we move these and we take a look at our color mask, now it's moving correctly. Okay, very good. Okay, so a bit of a better explanation on glue. I made this a little too complicated because I have two objects glued to one object. Okay, so the premise, this thing, our T mask color is glued to our, this is a mask for the shading, okay? We're gonna have to clip back our other thing as well. Thought for later. But the glue, how the glue works. So again, you see the first name here. This is gonna be red. When you grab your glue tool, this first one is red. And then if you want the second item on your list to have more strength with the glue, and you can do it varying degrees in between there. You can make like a nice gradient if you want to, but for this purpose, we want the mask. We want this mask to be like following exactly where the T line is. That's what we want. That's what I was trying to set up. We have it set up properly. Yes. So, based on it's color coded basically. So like it's all red right here, which means that the glue is going to follow the first name on like within the glue. The glue tells you exactly what it's gluing together, so you can pick which object has a stronger pull for the other one. Yes. Yes, there you go. There's better explanations about glue. Again, I have a very loose grasp on this. I feel like I did not explain it very well, but just know the colors are dependent on which order the names are on your glue. There you go. Okay, so with that is all done. We've got that properly figured out. So now, if we were to... Actually, I can show it. So if we move this down, you'll notice that my fish is disappearing. Well, that's because the mask that we have, this green mask, this hides the fish. This mask right here. It hides the fish. So whenever we add shading layers onto our T layer, I don't have to hide them or clip them back. They just have to get masked. The same as the fish. So I'm setting up for future things. I will need to also make sure that we copy the ID for this second mask that we have here. We need to make sure that we also add this here. So that way, our fish, if we turn off this mask for whatever reason, so our fish can escape its bounds, it still gets hidden here, because we still have a mask right here. That's this mask. We have a little pink mask. This is the rim of our cup, and it's gonna prevent the fish from being seen no matter where it is. There we go. Okay, so all masks are in place. Now what we need to do is more organizing. Okay, so what do I mean? What the heck do I mean by even more organizing? Yes, indeed. So what we're gonna do, we are going to grab literally everything and we're gonna put it in a deformer mask. This is going to be the parent mask of all of the things. Okay, so we need to call this T and all, because it has all of the things. Okay, so for now, we are no longer working with these windows. We are moving on to this window over here. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to take arm guide, all of the hands and all of this stuff. We're going to grab all of this. We are going to grab this thumb. We are going to throw all of these. Probably in a rotation deformer would make the most sense. So we're gonna call this arm rotation. Bam. And so now whenever I use this rotation thing, we have everything all on the same layer. It's all in like a little folder. It's all together, and we're gonna move this to where the elbow will be. Okay, this is going to be like, we're gonna be moving the hand when we start animating, and we're gonna have this locked in where the elbow is gonna be, and that's where the hand is going to rotate. That's why that's important. So furthering all of this, we are going to be grabbing all of these things. This is just the hand. We're going to be making another rotation deformer, and this is going to be hand all rotation. So now we can scooch these into place. I'm holding down control when I schmove these. So now our hand can rotate separately. So we have the arm can move and the hand can move separately. Okay. This is also going to, we're gonna hide this arm thing. We're gonna hide that. But what if we move the fish out of the mask sideways? Oh, okay. You wanna see? So the reason, how did we do this? Okay, so we go back to fish. If we move him sideways, he still disappears. And this way, also gone. He vanish. Why does this work? Well, if we take a look at our big mask here, it's a great big circle. It hides everything in all directions. The reason I have two masks on this is because we have two different things that we're doing. So, one thing, when you tilt the rim of the cup upward, which let me just grab all of these for example. You tilt the rim of the cup upward, right? Everything disappears. But that's not the same movement as the liquid inside. If we want to add physics to like the liquid inside of here, like let's just squish this up here like this. The fish still gonna be trapped in the liquid, no matter which way it is. But we need two different masks, one for the liquid itself, the other is for the edge of the cup. So there's multiple different movement options that we're preparing for, and I don't know if I'm explaining that real well. Hello, welcome in YouTube land denizen, welcome. We're having tacos for dinner tonight? Yo, let's go. I guess it is Tuesday. It's Monday too. Important note about rotation deformers. You can't warp. True. So, rotation deformers are good and bad in that you can't skew them, but that's also a good thing. The fish cannot move outside of the mask. Correct. So, once we get to actually animating the rim of the cup and moving the once we get to actually moving the thing, the second layer mask is going to make a lot more sense, because the rim of the cup is going to move up and it's going to hide a chunk of the tea. Okay, so you gotta make sure that mask works, but then you also need to make sure that the whole shape of the liquid has a mask as well. Yes. Wah. Taco Tuesday reminder. Are you having tacos as well? Yo, let's go. Hello YouTube land denizen. Welcome in. Okay, so we have the arm and the hand taken care of. This is good to go. So we're ready for that. So what else do we need? We need a few different things for the cup. So we need to actually throw all of the cup things together. You know, actually what we need to do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, we need to have literally everything rotate with the hand is what we need to do. Okay, go back. What did I do? Okay, so we want the cup to rotate with the arm, right? Like that should make a lot of sense. So, you know, all of this should be moving together, right? So we need to make sure that the cup is actually in the rotation deformer with the thing. And also in this one, because, you know, the hand is like holding this thing, isn't it? Okay. Sorry, I could have just done this. It's fine. Okay, listen, we're figuring it out as we go. It's fine. So, now we're gonna have all the cup layers in their own warp deformery thingy, okay? Let's make a new one. This is going to be teacup all. So we're gonna... Why are you sideways? Don't do that. No. No. Why? Why is it sideways? Why are you sideways? No, why is it sideways? Oh, that's literally the worst. How do I fix it? There's a way to fix it. I know there's a way to fix it. Hold on. Why are you sideways? Is it because of the rotation deformer? It is, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, hold on. Can I... no. Can I... Yes. Okay, why are you doing it like that, though? Okay, that does not work how I want it to. Okay, so that's... Fixed it. We fixed it. Okay, so the reason that it's very important that this is straight and not at an angle, because it's going to be real important that we can smoosh this properly like this, because that's going to be the key to making this look like it's rotating and 3D. And if that deformer was sideways, that would have been impossible. It's still not perfect. Let's see if we can line this up just a little better. Okay. Is it a little better? Give me the grid. Let's line this up to a grid. Okay, checking spacing.
My trap.
A little bit this way. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Good enough. Nana's Tommy? Tommy? Is it Tommy? Tommy? Yeah, that's like a gangster name. Tommy? Has anybody seen the movie Oscar? It's got Sylvester Stallone in it. There's a character named Tommy. Anyway, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, you denizen. Control at the red anchor points. Yeah, I used control to rotate the parameter. So, just like with the rotation deformers, you hold control, and that's gonna let you move around the deformer so that you can set it up properly. Okay, so now we have all of our teacup in one parameter. Think of it like an art folder. All of that's together. So now what we need to do is we need to get specific parts and smoosh them into the same deformer. So, for example, this... How do I want to do this? Let's see. So we could do the T, the rim cup. Do I want those to be in the same? They will have to move separately, so they should probably be in different deformers. So we need let's start with the rim of the cup. Let's grab this, and this, and you are all going to be in a parameter. So we're going to label you cup rim all. Create. So now we have this and we can smoosh it like this. I should probably make a default shape. I should probably not do this until I can save the default shape. But anyway, so that's together. Very good. Oh, I need this T mask to also be in there. Okay. I need to make sure that the mask is actually in the thing with the other things. Or do I? Do I need that? I should probably keep it like that. Okay, that's fine. So we have part 1 of our cup is done. We're going to grab this and actually, how many parameters do I need? Let's see. I should have the body of the cup and the base of the cup. Those all need to be in one parameter. So let me grab all of the base of the cup, actually probably the cup handle. That's all gonna need to be in one parameter as well. And then we can break it down further if I need more detail. Okay, cup, body, all. Okay, so now we have the body of the cup. We're gonna move those together for the most part. We are going to need, cup handle is going to need to have its own thing eventually. The bottom of the cup, you're going to need your own thing, but we're going to need to make sure that the whole bottom part of the cup stays together. So this is going to be cup, base, all. Then we're gonna grab the actual base, that's the circular part, cup, bottom, rim, all. Okay. So now when we tilt the cup and we have to move this like up or down, something like that, that's gonna be all together, very important. And then we need all of our the inner bits of the cup. Those all need to be in a parameter also. I wonder if I should not have the mask. Let's not have the mask in there for now. Let's see how this works. Let's see. Inner cup T. Okay, so we have our parameter. We might need to make this a little bit bigger. Then we're gonna throw our mask in there as well. Okay, so now we have, I think, everything organized properly. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of a lot of this stuff because none of this is really gonna work. What we need to do, we're gonna keep breath, body, XYZ. We're probably going to delete all of these other parameters because we don't really need them for now. Get rid of all that. Can I select multiple things? Yes, good, very good. Get rid of all of these things. Yes. Okay, so we need that. We need to add a parameter real quick, and this is going to be default art mesh. And this is just for organization. This doesn't actually do anything for the actual animation of the cup, but this is just for my own personal use. Like, let's see. I need this one. We're just gonna add one value. Okay, never mind. We're gonna make it all the values, but that's not gonna be super important for now. Okay, cup all. I actually don't need that on this. Let's see, cup rim all. This is the one that we need to have this on. Okay, so we now have a way to default back to this. So if I were to smoosh this like this. Then we go to the inner teacup layers. We are going to have a default. We're gonna, should probably make this the default. You know, it should probably be a toggle. Hold on, let's go back. Go back. Give me that back. We need to go back. Get rid of that. Give me 2. Okay, so this is going to be default. Then we're gonna work on this layer. There we go. Okay, no, I got it. Okay, so we have a default cup shape. We can go back to this any time that we need to, simply by schmoving this thing. But we're setting up for animation, so we are going to be smooshing the things into proper place. Okay, beautiful. So then we need to do the same thing with the base of the cup. Yes. Yeah, it looks a lot more like a cup now, right? Wow. Okay, so next we need to go back to cup body all. We go to the base of the cup. Then we go to this part. Then we need to make parameter. So we have our default state. Then we're just going to smoosh this until it basically we want this lovely circle. That's going to be like the default. Let's actually do we want to move that up a little bit? I think so. That's not quite as round as it should be. Maybe something like that would be good. I think I have drawn this teacup a little bit weird. I don't think the base of the thing should be quite like that. So we need to do the same thing for this. We're having a default position, then we're just gonna schmoove that up like this. Let's hide that. Okay, so that looks vaguely more like a tea cup, right? Okay, so now how to animate. We have this set up properly. The shading looks a little bit weird, but it's not too bad, right? We have defaults for things. Let's go with... we need body XY movement, and then we're gonna need physics, and we're gonna need... okay, what do we actually need? Let's see. We are going to need body XY, so we're going to be moving this way and this way. We're going to have like some up down, right? Then we're going to need some physics for the T. It'd be cool if it like schmooved around inside of there, right? We're going to need a toggle to show and hide the elbow targeting thing. So let's actually make that now. Let's see. Elbow marker toggle. And we're setting this parameters to 0 and 1. Make sure we do one of those. Set properly. There we go. Okay, elbow toggle. Let's make a folder. You are gonna be toggles. We're gonna chuck that in there. We're gonna chuck that in there. There we go. So, elbow marker toggle. So what we're gonna do, this is gonna be real easy. We're gonna grab this actual art mesh. We are going to make 2 parameters. It's gonna be on, or it's gonna be off. And at this keyframe, we are just going to turn the opacity to 0. On, off, on, off. Easy peasy. That's all. Alright, so what next do we need to do? We need to... okay, so we need to have some default XY movement. So if this is going to be an item, you're going to be grabbing this little targeting thing and pasting it to an elbow. It's like we don't need a ton of movement on the x-axis. We might need a bit of up down for, you know, I think we could rotate just a tiny bit for like XY. I'm trying to think, like if your model moves, so like this is like a Z movement back and forth like this, you probably want your T not to spill or not to look weird, right? So we kind of want the T to be stationary while the model like moves around, right? Huh. How do we want to do this? Okay, so I have one thing. So the question is, do we want to put multiple parameters on one thing, or do we want to do another rotation deformer? Let's make another one. Let's have an backup, shall we? Okay. I don't know if we need this though. Let's try it. Let's see. You are going to be arm Z, probably. Arm Z. Rotate. Need to have a better destination. Let's see. Hand. Let's go with. Actually, hold on. Close. What part are you? So this is part of the hand. So it's this one. You. That's root part. This is hand. Can I change this? Oh, I can. Oh. Okay, beautiful, lovely. Okay, so I need all of these. And we're gonna do one of those. Hand. And this is going to be arm Z movement. And you're gonna be... Oh, how that's interesting. Okay. This could also be part of the root deformer. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, it does! Oh. How curious. So then if I grab all of this and we slap this... No. Put this in here. And then we take these two things and we put them in here. Okay, so we need to relabel this one. This is going to be arm rotation XY. Then we have our arm Z rotation. Very good. Okay, so now we can do XY. Okay, so let's. Okay, so the person crouches down a little bit, goes down. I think, do we want to like raise this up a little bit? And then person goes up, we could bring this down a little bit, kind of an opposite motion. Then if they go, turn to the right, what would that do? How would we want to do this? Let's see, left. I'm trying to think how the motion would work. Let's see. Oh, okay, hold on. So, person goes up, that goes up. Okay, so we could do, they turn to the left. That could be a slight up, and then this way could be a slight down. Then let's synthesize the corners. Let's see how that works. Okay, it's a little weird. Why is it weird? Let's see. So the person goes up, the cup goes down a little bit, then it defaults. Maybe it's because the movement is not very smooth. It's not bad. Okay, then let's do person leans this way. We'd want the okay, hold on. We need to put this in its correct location. Hey, that would be very helpful, huh? You go sit over here. I'm gonna point this right there. Okay, now we can do this part. So they tilt this way. We want to tilt the mug this way. Person tilts this way. We want to tilt it back up this way. In theory, I don't actually know if any of this is going to work yet. May I just say this? I have no idea if this is going to work. I don't even know if I need to actually draw like a full arm or anything either. Anyway, so now we need to grab all of the things. Actually, we can just grab these things. We're going to add another hand rotation. Let's see, this is going to be hand Z? Z movement, yeah. Hand Z. Z rotate. I don't think we set this correctly. Then we put that in there. Very, very nice. Okay. So now we need to relabel this one. This is going to be hand all XY. And we're gonna paste that bad boy right there. Then this one, make sure that all of my IDs are labeled correctly. Is this gonna work? I don't know. So we tilt, the cup tilts up, we're gonna tilt it back down. Cup tilts down, we're gonna tilt it back up a little bit. We're gonna, let's see, that tilts down, we're gonna move that up a little bit. Tilts up, we're gonna move it back, and then synthesize the corners. So now, there's kind of a weird jerky motion. Should I prioritize left, right, I wonder? It's not too bad. Although, if people go up, maybe they want to sip the drink. How do we want to do this? Hum yum mum mum mum. Okay, let's go back up to that goes. Person goes down, cup goes up a little bit. Person goes up. I mean, up would need to be drink the tea, right? No. Yeah. Nah. Okay, body Z. Let's see. Tilts this way. We need to tilt the cup back up. Go this way. We need to keep the cup level. This is not rotating in the center of the thing. I lied. Don't do that. Okay, you make a new thing. Remember to move it to its proper location so that your rotations will actually rotate properly. What did I just do? Okay, we found a very interesting way to embiggen the whole thing. That's not what we wanted, but that's okay. We are learning. So we're gonna slap that thing right there. Then we're gonna finally add the keyframes like so and like so. Okay. So, what do we have? We have some wiggly bits. We have some other wiggly bits. What we're gonna do at this time is we're gonna test it. We're gonna test it. Also, I should apparently save this. I have been working on this the whole time and I have not saved it. Okay. Do I not have the redeem turned on? Hugs? Hello? Hello, Fran? Oh my goodness. Welcome. Let's see. A fellow kitsune. Let's go. This goes in here. Then we need to put this in here. Put this in here. I'm making a new folder. Tea tests. Tea drinking test 1. Okay, so the file is saved. Now we need to do something super exciting. We need to make sure that the texture atlas has been populated. Sure, give me all that. You guys can't actually see this window, can you? Okay. Looks like everything is on there. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, it's thinking. It's thinking. It's compiling the texture atlas. Beautiful. Lovely. Saving. And, let's see. Export. For runtime, we're gonna export a thing. I don't need a lot of this stuff currently, but we're just gonna make a new folder. We're saving this. Let's see. XY test. XYT test. T. XY test 1. Okay, you guys want to play around with the thing? Oh man, oh man. All right, so here's the plan. We're gonna go into VTube Studio and we are going to throw an item on here. Hold on. This. Will this even work? Hold on. This is the crux of it. So this is where my understanding of how the Live2D items kind of falls apart. I assume you just got to make the thing. I don't know if I need to set up the model first or if I need to just slap it in here. So we're gonna find out. You make an item. Do you need to set up the parameters first? I think so. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. Hey, I'm gonna become a hand and a thing of tea real fast. Don't panic though. It'll be fine. But what if I don't have to do that? How does this work? Hold on. Oh, wait, can you just slap it into the... Oh, maybe you can just slap it in here. Maybe we don't have to set it up as a model. Maybe I can just make it be an object, like an item scene. Let's find out. Why not? Okay, we're just gonna copy this over here into this. Copy that right there. Okay, very nice, very good. And then if we go to items, and then we type in T. No. You're not loaded yet. T. No. Load current model as Live2D item. Oh. Oh, maybe I do. Let's see. Item settings. Hold on. Cat pixel. Do I need to change to... How does this work? Hold on. How to make Live2D item. How to make Live2D item v2 studio. Okay, what do we got? How to use that. Let's see. Hold on, looking up tutorial. How to make items. Yes, yes, cat. Hello. Oh. I don't actually understand that reference. What? Okay, so I think I do need to I think we do need to make it a model and not an item at first. So I think we will have to do the thing. So what we do, see, item settings. There's an item settings in VTube Studio that says load current model as Live2D item. So I think we got to chuck the thing in here, unless, yeah, I think we gotta load in the item as a model and then save it, make it save as an item. Okay, so we need to, I'm behind the scenes going to be shuffling. Cat, you're adorable, but you are in the way. Don't eat my cables. Cease. Okay, so I actually need to grab okay, so this needs to go into the models file. And oh my gosh, this folder is such a mess. Okay, we're gonna move you over there. And then okay, I'm gonna become a hand. Just hold on. Actually, I can turn on my this thing. Here we go. We got a placeholder Isla while I change some stuff. Hold on. Where is my test? Test subject, where are you? Test subject. T, there it is. Okay, loading the model is freaking out. It's thinking, set up. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got some movement. Okay. So, first things first, settings. Let's go into movement config. No active movement config. Also, look at those crunchy pixels. Okay, we gotta make our texture atlas a little bit higher quality. That's very deeply unpleasant. Okay, second thing that we need to do is configure our movements a little bit better. Let's make that smooth. Let's turn this down to 0. Actually, let's make this 1 and 0. Okay, that's really, really weird. Okay, so that's X. Then we got Y, so then we'll make that like this. Okay, so it's really, really twitchy. Let's maybe turn back on some smoothing here. Rotation Z. Oh, it's really freaking out. Okay, how curious. So theoretically, this could work, but this is not very ideal. So we need to fix some of the movement stuff. let's see. So for me, if I'm sitting here like this, so body X, so that's gonna be, let's turn this to 5. -5. Let's slow this down a little bit, probably. And then body Y, so that's going to be up and down, and it is freaking out so bad. Okay, so we need you to be, let's call it 5, -5. Okay, Z, let's see. So I'm currently in VTube Studio messing with how the parameters work with this, but I think that'll work, honestly. Okay, so we have our little item thing right here, right? So what we're gonna do now is we are going to go to item settings. We're going to load current model as a Live2D item. This will copy the current model to the items folder. If there's currently a thing there, it will be overwritten. Oh, yes! Oh, fantastic. Okay, return to default when not pinned. Use normal hotkeys, drag physics. Oh, you can just adjust it. That's amazing. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Item settings. Beautiful. It walks you through it. So then if I go back to my model and click on this one, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Ah, hello, hello. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back to this, and then if I grab my item that now moves with me, and we grab its little targeting circle. Oh, it's okay. Hold on. Grab this little targeting circle, and we need to grab this and pin this to my elbow, right? Pinned the item. If I rotate it, it's not going to quite work. I mean, this kind of works. It's a little bit awkward. It's not pinned. It's not pinned to my arm. Pin to arm, please. It is still not pinned to arm. Okay, but I can see it moving because the cup is staying basically stationary, which means that we've got rotation in the wrist. So like theoretically, like this could work, but I don't think the movement is quite right. Also, wait, hold on. I got it. What if okay, get rid of the hoodie. Can I move this to where my elbow actually is? Does it stay attached to my arm? I wish my arms moved more. This would be much easier to test if I did that. Okay, we could probably get rid of that. I'm back. I'm back. It's fine. I have, just a floating T thing. It's fine. But yeah, so you just have a thing. I think what I need to do, there needs to be a way to move the arm over. Like I'm holding this like across my body. It's on the wrong side, I feel like. Okay, so ideally if you have this, and I would need to make a new arm, right? But ideally you'd go through your where is that setting? We were just talking about that. Hold on, let's see. This one? No. This one? No. If we go to this one, setup, customize the model. Okay, hold on. Customize art layers for the thing. Okay. And then freak out a little bit. And then we click on this one. Right forearm. Is that this? Is it you? Let me turn this down. Oh, it's my actual forearm behind my model. Okay, that makes sense. Sure. Turn that down. What's this one? What's this one? Okay, that's this one. give me this one, and then we make this go invisible. My elbow! Oh no! Oh my gosh, my arm! But anyway, so like theoretically, if I had like a forearm, right? Imagine this little line right there. Imagine that was my arm, and then like you got an elbow that connects to the thing, and then like, you know, where is this thing? Give me this, and then we will connect this to the actual part of my elbow right there. It's still not quite connected to my elbow properly. I should probably go through and exclude like certain clothing items from letting items get pinned there. But like, so theoretically, pretend I don't have a hand floating down there. But like Live2D item. Look, we have the most bare bones Live2D item, just like that. That's actually really simple to set up. I'm kind of surprised. I really thought there was gonna be like more to that, but we have T. It kind of vaguely follows my movements. I think we'd need a little bit more movement set up in Live2D, because it's not quite as active as like I am. Like, it doesn't look like we're spilling tea. We definitely need some more physics. But like, look at that. Wow. We gotta be able to drink the tea as well, though. Like, we don't have that ability unless I have like a straw. wait, hold on. What if I do this? No, not that one. This one. Oh, okay, no. What? Wait, was it pinned to my shark the whole time? Okay, let's try this again. A little bit differently this time. I'm gonna rotate this back like this, and then maybe pin it like that, and then we gotta rotate our... Wait, so is it attached to my shark? Wait, ads are about to start? No! Oh, no. Okay, ads are starting. I'm so sorry, everybody. I guess we need to go do an emergency break. Everybody, please enjoy break screen, and we will continue the silliness here very shortly. Okay? Wah. Okay, I'm back. Hello again, everybody. I'm missing an arm, and my tea has gone. Okay, let's try this again. Give me back. Okay. Okay, so here is the issue. So whenever I pinned this item to my model in Live2D, no, not in Live2D, in VTube Studio, when I clipped this to my model, it was actually clipping itself to this arm with the shark. So this arm, when it moves, it also moves. Okay, so that's the problem. That's why this is behaving in such a weird manner. I see. Okay. So we're gonna move you over there. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna put you here, and we're going to long click, pin to layer below, pin to specific layer. Yes. Okay. No. Where is my arm? I don't know where it is. Not my fluff. Okay, so this is behind the fluff, probably. See, okay, none of the art meshes, none of them are labeled on here. Oh, this is a nightmare. Past Isla, why were you like this? What mesh is this? I'm just gonna sit in this corner with my tea and lack of forearm, and I can't quite drink it though. Anyway, hello again, everybody. Welcome back. It me. What art mesh layer is this? Okay, editing. We gotta find out what is this elbow? What are you? Okay, so we need to get rid of the hoodie so that I can figure out what layer is this. Okay, okay. Forearm. Okay. What? No, upper arm? Is it you? Okay, I think it's upper arm. Do I actually have this labeled? That'd be real nice. Okay, cancel. So then if we go back to item, there's forearm. I don't need that. There's palm. Oh, there's so many art meshes. Can I search? No. Can I poke that? No. Okay, hold on. Not that one. Where is my upper arm layer? There's my leg layer. There's the fishnets. Art mesh. There's all the maid clothes. Is this collar, earrings? So that's like the face meshes. Upper arms, where are you? You've gotta be further down the list. Is this below the legs? Am I looking in the wrong spot? Okay, we got tail. We got the art meshes. Ah! Upper arm. Haha! Yeah, yes! I think that's it. Left. Right? It'd be the right arm, probably. Right arm. The right upper arm. Bam! Okay, now it's pinned properly where it should go. So now I should be able to turn on the shark and it doesn't freak out. And then I can turn off the shark and it doesn't freak out. I could turn on my hoodie. Bam! Listen. Just pretend that there's a forearm right there, okay? Pretend. But yeah, okay, so what did we actually learn today? We learned, well, very easily, like you import a Live2D model, you make sure that the parameters work, and then you just set up the thing. Actually, I'm wondering, hold on, can we, this is a Live2D item, how to edit Configure item expressions. There's a Live2D settings. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, so you can smooth. You can adjust the range of movement. You can make the let's see, let's crank up the movement. What do we got? More movement? That's a little too many, perhaps. But we got movement. We got movement based on my based on my movement of my model. So like it's that's pretty solid. Like that's really nice. A way to make it interact with the deluxe whack. How would that work? So, okay, you want to know the secret behind the deluxe whack? Do you want to have a look behind the curtain here for a little bit? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Gaze upon the tiny little twig arm that is my forearm at this time while I have my tea. Do you want to know? Do you really want to know? Oh, you do? Okay, so here's how this works. With the deluxe whack, what is the deluxe whack? Well, the deluxe whack is an item. It's shockingly enough. Here, I'll bring it out for you. You ready? Where is it? Here, let us gaze upon my nemesis. So this is an animated Live2D item, and it just does this. This is all it does. How does the actual deluxe whack move? How does this work then? Well, I use a program called Mix It Up, and what I did in Mix It Up was it triggers an item scene, which brings out the hammer, makes it swing one time, and then the item scene turns off, so you only see the hammer do one swing, right? And then Mix It Up triggers the second hotkey in VTube Studio, and that makes me move. That makes the model move like down this way. That's how it works. So theoretically, if I wanted to spill tea, you could have the deluxe whack do a whack like that, and then I move, and staying like right where this tea is, I could just have an item that appears and it's just got some liquid. Like theoretically, that's possible. Getting the timings right would be an interesting challenge. How scuffed it is? Listen, it's pretty scuffed. Yes. Yeah, it's very scuffed. Yes. But it's just a series of hotkeys strung together. That's basically how the deluxe whack works. That's all. Now you know. You know, I should really finish this I should finish this tea thing. I kind of like having the tea. It's kind of fancy. Like even with the little twig arm. I kind of like it. Maybe I should make myself a tea. Also, we need, like, with up and down, we need to tilt the cup, I think. I think that'd be really nice. Also, I think this defaults to, not the correct shape. How curious. Anyway, okay, let me throw this into there, and then I need to turn my arm back on. Hold on. Customize the model. Apply the things. Okay, hold on. Boop, boop. Look, my arm, it's back. Wow. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's go back into Live2D. So step one is that's my modeling. Let's see. texture, we need to source image. Okay, we are now showing source image and not the low pixel texture atlas thing. I'm no longer disarmed. Yeah, fancy tea for the new model. Well, here's the thing, if you build the model with like, if you build the model correctly, you could just slap items on here. Like they don't necessarily have to be baked into the model, which is kind of fascinating. Like, it opens up a whole new world of like options, you know? Like, imagine like, I don't know, hair extensions. Like, if I wanted a twin tail that I could put behind my ear and it just like does physics things, right? It doesn't need to be baked. Yeah. No more time. Well, I mean, it still has to be like made, but like you could have twin tails or like a weird spiky helmet thing. Like it. I have my hands together and I'm just contemplating options, you know? And I'm just curious. How very curious, you know? Okay, so one thing, we need to have the rotation point for the arm be in a slightly different spot. Making food when I started the VTube Studio side of things? It does follow my model's movement when the item is pinned. Correct. Yeah. I haven't applied any physics, so that does not quite work yet. But yeah, so let's see. I think the default T, this doesn't look like how you would hold T. I think we need to move this around a little bit more. Give me this. Oh, that's because it. Okay. Yeah, I think it defaulted to a weird thing. We might have to get rid of this actually. Was the item like this, or was it weird? Do I need to have this be a toggle? I think I do actually. Okay, editing this parameter. Edit parameter. You are going to be, let's see, you're gonna be a toggle. So we're gonna have 0 to 1 for our ranges. Okay, sure. And then we're going to okay, so we need to, was it Control Shift C, I think copies that. Actually, can we just change parameter settings? Hold on. No. What is the setting? Adjust. Haha. Okay, very good. So we're gonna have our 1, you're gonna be default, that's gonna be at 0, and then no, default, you're gonna be, this is at 1. You can't actually see what I'm doing. This is not helpful. Okay. I should have changed it for everything. Whoops. Oh, I made it weird. Oh no. Oh no. I made it weird. Whoops. Let's see. Parameter settings. Parameter settings. Okay. Default value is 0. Very good. That's what I want. So now we need to check and make sure that all these things work. And we need to adjust So 0, you're going to be at 1, you are going to be at 0, then that should work. Okay. One more thing to change, then that will be fixed. That doesn't have any of the thingamabobs. That's fine. Come here, you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Adjust. -1. Your parameter will become 1, and this one will be 0, which is the default, because I want it to default to the correct size and shape. And adjust. You are going to be 1. You are going to be 0. Bam. Okay, now our default cup shape is this. This is now our default shape. I do have my original shapes if I need them for some reason, but default it's gonna be like this now instead of what it was, which was this, which looks weird. We don't like that. Default shape. This is now our default shape. Bam. Oh, physics are so fun. Oh my goodness. Can you ask a silly art question? I mean, if you call me not by that name, perhaps. But yeah, you go ahead and ask a question. What you got? How is what D's fault? Huh? No, it default. I see what you did there, but no, it's not D's fault. It's default. You know, default line. But yeah, Volothos, please do ask questions. I'm teasing. Absolutely ask questions, okay? Okay, so now the question is, do we want more... How long was my Live2D journey? So this is my... How many models have I made? I make... see, so this is... Let's see, we had the cat model, we had the cartoon model, we had this model. I have Chibi Isla, we have the Squishla, we have the Freegela. I've made several practice things. I don't know, I've been messing with Live2D off and on for... 5 or more years, I think. Oh, I didn't include the new model. 7, 8. I don't know. I've made a lot of things, and I try stuff, and like I have weird experiments that will never see the light of day because they're really weird. So like, I would say, if you are curious, like, how long... Where's my arm gone? Didn't I put that back? Anyway, so instead of like, if you're looking down the road trying to figure out, like, is it worth starting? Let me just tell you right now, if this is a thing that you're interested in, start. Just start. Get the trial version, play around with the default models they have in Live2D, follow some tutorials, like sink your teeth in and try it before like you anything, right? Yeah, no, I'm fixing it. Listen, it's around here somewhere. Okay, hold on. Wait. Boop, boop. Okay, it's back! Haha! Okay. Woo, light show. Wow. Wow. Okay, anyway. Okay, you're definitely back now, arm, right? Okay, I guess I gotta keep an eye on this arm. It's trying to run away. But yeah, there's a lot of people who will absolutely help and ask questions. Like you got questions, you got a need for a tutorial. Same. I also continuously look up tutorials on stuff. Like just have fun with it, experiment, play around with stuff, make weird things. Like just have fun with it, right? Always been told that you've had potential in art, just wanting to decide how to utilize it. Honestly, however you fancy. Like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. So there's a thing with like colleges where you have to know what you want to do, and then you're supposed to pursue that one thing. Most everybody does not do that. They do multiple different things, they try stuff, they have multiple different jobs, they swap them out all the time. People are constantly trying things and figuring out if they like them or they don't like them. This is one of those things. Play around with it. It's art. Experiment. Figure out what you want to do. Try something and be like, hey, these comics, they're pretty dang cool, but holy heck, this is a lot of work, and finding a job is awful, and the scheduling is terrible, and actually I really hate this. Don't do that then. But now you know, right? Dip your toes in. Try it. Like doing art before going into accounting? I mean, you can like both. Listen, you can do numbers and art. I believe. I personally can't do it because my brain does not work that way. But like, it's possible. You could be the one. Adding an eye to my arm. When I said we need to keep an eye on it, that's not exactly how I meant that. But listen, I know how to keep an eye on this. I got it. Hold on, where is it? I have an eye around here somewhere. Boop, boop. Okay. There we go. We got an eye on the arm. It's safe now. I caught an M. Surprise. Alright guys, I think we're gonna call it here for today. A big fear whenever I get with accounting. You know, I have always kind of done the work from home art thing, so like I can't say I can really give good advice with like soul draining jobs. I've had one. I worked at fast food place for like 2 months and I was like, I hate it here, I'm out, and then I did. So like I do not know if I can help you or give advice with that, but I would say like with anything, try to make time for you. So like weekends, be like, I could do this thing, but I could also express myself creatively. Like if it's a once a week thing where you just doodle and you play around, that's good too, you know? Just do it. Yeah. Oh. Welcome back. Yeah, it's tough. So here's the big crux of it. Okay? I don't know all the things. I really super don't know all the things. You got to make choices that are correct for you. Okay? I don't know what those are. But like you do. I believe. But also like if you got art questions, oh boy, I can do my best to help with those. I know at least 2 things about art. At least 2. Make sure to have something else lined up before jumping ship. Yeah. All I can say though, good luck. You got this, okay? I believe. Also, Shadow, that's rough. I've heard that getting a job is like everybody is hiring, but also it's impossible to get a job. It's very confusing. So like, I hope you, if you want a good thing, I hope you get a good thing. Job market is awful. Oh. So everybody's hiring, but nobody's getting hired. Like, I have heard that, like, getting to any sort of interview is, like, non-existent, right? Ghost jobs. Oh, that's a new term. That's not a very good terminology. Actually, let's go back to chatting screen. Why not? Wah. Wah. Ghost job. You might think that sounds cool until it's actually a thing. Ah, it's one of those. I see. Wait, an AI interviewed you? Oh no. Oh no. What? Okay. I can't with that. I'm sorry. That how does that work? No, don't answer that. Listen. I'm not really a fan of AI. It is a tool that has been abused and used in ways that I do not approve of. So let us not discuss the AIs at this time. Everyone's hiring, but nobody's paying anything. Oh. Interviewed by Dorando from the hit game series Marathon. I have no idea what that is. So I don't know if that's like a good thing or like a bad thing. Anyway, everybody, we're gonna call it here for today. We're gonna find a friendo to raid. YouTube land denizens, thank you very much for hanging out. You, unfortunately, can't go a raiding with us, but you know what? That's okay. I appreciate you being here. Marathon games are free on Steam. Okay. Oh, it's a Doom clone. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, when is our next stream here? It's gonna be Thursday. What's happening Wednesday? Mystery. Yep. But yeah, next Twitch stream is going to be on Thursday. We might play games or we might mess around with more Live2D items. Yay! More experiments! Nothing on the calendar for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm taking the tomorrow to probably work on a lot of projects. I got a lot of stuff kicking around behind the scenes that I need to start sorting out. But anyway, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today. I hope you liked the Live2D shenanigans. Oh man, I got so many ideas. Imagine a mustache that has like the best physics. I need to write these ideas down, honestly. Hold on. Items. Hold on. I have a thing full of ideas. Hold on. I need a mustache with fabulous. I need a fabulous mustache with physics. Hold on. I need to write this down. Mustache with physics. Perfect. Okay. whoa. Listen. Okay, Soren. Yesterday we were talking with Dan, right? Doing the talk show thing, right? And I will have you know, I rest. Okay? I take the weekends off. I have two days where I don't do nothing. I am a lazy blob. I'm a potato. I don't do nothing. Okay? I do rest. Listen. It's like it's like a normal job, right? I take off a vacation every now and again, but like I rest. I swear. I do. I promise. I have a work-life balance. It's taken me a heck of a long time to figure out what that means, but I got it. Oh, that's the thing. I want to make funny items that I can stick on my friends whenever we do collabs. They're never gonna see it coming. Take a 4-day weekend sometime this summer. I mean, I will think about it. I will think about it. There you go. Anyway, everybody. Oh, it's Luna. Oh, also Luna. How dare? It is Isla. That's the only thing. How dare? But anyway, we are about to raid. Thank you guys once again for hanging out with me today. Have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you Thursday. Okay, bye. Oh, this is the wrong schedule. Don't look at this. Hold on, wait. How did I forget to change this every time? Here we go. There you go. There's the right schedule. Okay, now we will raid. Okay, bye.